They say politics in Jamaica is like theater, but what happens when the actors start sounding like generals? This is the story of Dr. Miranda Wellington, a political newcomer who shook the stage with 7 words. If a war, a war. And the media, they went nuclear. By the end of this video, you will know the real reason behind her verbal speech, the political crossfire it caused, and what the JLP doesn't want you to notice happening in Southwest St. Elizabeth.
I'm not making any excuses, but what was said on that platform is because I'm a passionate person and because I've had to be fighting so hard for the things that I know are right but are being done wrongly to the people. I have to be a warrior fighting for water. One of the major issues happening in Southwest right now is that some communities are being sabotaged for not supporting a particular party and water being sent elsewhere. I've had to be fighting for the mothers who cannot find the money to send their children to school because the government takes and does not allow people to be given what is rightfully theirs. Nobody listened to the entire speech.
The statement that shook Jamaica. It started with a mic and a message. In from Westmoreland, Dr. Miranda Wellington, PNP caretaker for Southwest St. Elizabeth, grabbed the mic and said what many thought but never dared to utter publicly. And just like that, the words "prepared for war" became political TNT. News headlines exploded. Social media spiraled. Even Auntie Pat started a WhatsApp prayer chain. Now was she planning to lead comrades into battle with pitchforks? Doubtful. But the JLP sure acted like it. Who do you think is winning this political battle? Drop your vote below. Hashtag Team Wellington or hashtag Team Green. The JLP strikes back. The Jamaica Labour Party didn't waste a second. They clutched their pearls and rolled out the outrage machine like it was a budget debate. They labeled the comments violent, aggressive, and unbecoming of a woman in politics, which is rich coming from certain individuals in parliament who've made entire careers out of dog whistles and double standards. But here's where it gets juicy. The PNP didn't fold. Oh no, they pulled out the big guns. Dr. Dayton Campbell. Dr. Campbell accused the JLP of deliberate manipulation, weaponizing words to derail Dr. Wellington's momentum, and worse, trying to distract from their own long-standing pattern of aggression. Roasted. Me actually thinking just roast the JLP with that statement. Do you think her words were misrepresented? Let's discuss below in the comments. Who is Dr. Miranda Wellington? Let's pause the fireworks for a moment. Who is Dr. Miranda Wellington really? She's not your average politician. She's a medical doctor, a mother, a passionate advocate, and now apparently a lightning rod for controversy. She says her remarks came from a place of deep passion for the people, that the war she spoke of wasn't physically. It was the fight against inequality, corruption, and political sabotage. But is Jamaica ready for leaders who speak with fire? Or do we prefer the cold silence of career politicians dodging accountability? Because while Dr. Wellington was busy defending her words, Floyd Green was doing his own damage control. Yeah, because she basically write off Floyd Green clean with her statement, which sent Floyd Green and the JLP in panic mode. Cause them a say, this woman now gonna be no walkover. Even though she's a newcomer, she is going to be a strong contender against a Floyd Green. Cause you notice how she come out fiery and she just drop on the scene like a nuclear bomb till she all go viral and get more recognition, more popularity, more publicity. She's definitely a force of nature, a force to be reckoned with. So she run out so strong, send a chill, a cold chill of fear down the backs of the JLP spine. Should politicians tone down the war talk, or is passion necessary? Let's hear your take below in the comments. Floyd Green fires back. Minister Floyd Green, MP for Southwest St. Elizabeth and Agriculture Minister, fired back like a seasoned incumbent. He described his record as, quote, the most comprehensive, extensive work that has ever been done, which, if true, would make him the Bob Marley of agriculture. One love. Yeah, turning in a food dub. But Dr. Wellington called him out, saying he's failed farmers, neglected the constituency, and coasted on PR, not performance. Green says the criticisms are baseless, but the people of Southwest are watching, and soon they'll get to decide. Bigger than one statement. Here's the truth. This isn't just about a single statement. It's about how we interpret strength, passion, and leadership, especially when it comes from a woman. When men say fight, they're bold. When women say war, they're dangerous. That double standard, it's louder than any campaign mic. Jamaica's political battleground is heating up, and this clash between Wellington and Green, it's just the opening act, because what happens next in Southwest St. Elizabeth might flip the narrative entirely, and we have the voter data to prove it. Here's a summary of the highlights and the key points. Dr. Miranda Wellington went viral for saying, if a war, a war. JLP blasted her remarks as dangerous. PNP said it's all political weaponizing. Dr. Wellington says she meant a passionate fight for the people, not violence. Floyd Green defended his record as minister, but Wellington called him out. Behind this drama lies gender bias, political tension, and a race that could shift national power dynamics. So, what do you think was out of line? Dr. Wellington or the JLP? Let me know in the comments below. Like this video if you think political theatrics are getting out of hand, and hit subscribe because the next twist in Jamaican politics is already loading. The PNP's Dr. Miranda Wellington said, and I quote, "I do not support political violence." Yeah, because the JLP I try put her under pressure, I try silence her, and I try cow her down, you see me, because she's so powerful, and she clot Floyd Green hard. Let's just be honest. So let's hear what Dr. Miranda Wellington have to say. Listen up.
I'm not making any excuses, but what was said on that platform is because I'm a passionate person, and because I've had to be fighting so hard for the things that I know are right, but are being done wrongly to the people. I have to be a warrior fighting for water. One of the major issues happening in Southwest right now is that some communities are being sabotaged for not supporting a particular party.
A particular party? Now, who could that be? In Jamaica, you have two major parties, PNP and the JLP. So if I know the PNP, it must be the JLP. Yeah, JLP she attack. She just no one call name. You see me? But a Floyd Green and the JLP, she a say allegedly I send water to other communities and I send no water to PNP communities. Allegedly. Boy, Floyd Green, if those damning allegations and accusations are true, come election in a problem, boy. Big problem too. Even though Dr. Wellington really taller than a magnum buckle, she's a giant. Know that?
and water being sent elsewhere. I've had to be fighting for the mothers who cannot find the money to send their children to school because the government takes and does not allow people to be given what is rightfully theirs. Nobody listened to the entire speech when I speak out. It's because this is not a fair war that will take place. That's what I mean. This is not a fair battle. This is not a fair political challenge because people are doing things to ensure that they remain in power and the people are afraid to speak up. And if I, as their leader, cannot speak up for them, then they feel that there is no one. I do not support political violence. I do not support any violence. Everybody knows I'm barely 5 foot tall and I'm a peace-loving person. Everybody knows that I'm the first one to quell an argument, disperse a dispute. That's some of the qualities that I'm best known for. So my political head is political victimization, and I understand the game of the politics. You know, you bring down your opponent for things that seems like nothing in any other time, but during the period of politics, it may be strong. And so I want to say to the people of Jamaica and the people of my constituency, I will fight for you.
Now enter Agriculture Minister Floyd Green, who said he has the most comprehensive, extensive work that has ever been done. But Dr. Wellington's criticism say that's why Dr. Wellington call him out. She has said he has failed the farmers, neglected the constituency, and coasted on PR, not performance. Hear that, Floyd Green? She said, yeah, co-sponsor PR. You don't have no substance behind what you say. You're not perform. Actually, you're underperforming as the agriculture minister in your constituency, as a member of parliament. So, like, you know, problem, my boy. So, let's give Floyd Green a chance to defend himself and hear what he has to say. So, let's listen up.
I've never been one to respond. I've always felt that the work on the ground that I do as Member of Parliament and as Minister of Agriculture speaks for itself. And sometimes you have the numbers that come to show that you don't have to really talk about it. As I've always said, with agriculture, you see it. You know when there are shortages, you see it in the prices, you see it in the marketplace, and you know when production is back up. And again, you see it. But there's no question that the work that has been done around agriculture and across the constituency, which is the most comprehensive, extensive work that has ever been done. But again, I wouldn't want to respond directly because I don't believe in a tit for tat.
Floyd Green, oh, you mean you don't want to respond or you don't want to respond directly? And you're not playing a tit for tat? Bro, Dr. Wellington just clout your brother. Clout you so hard that you still did have to come out and give a press release statement. So if what you say had no effect on you, then you would have just stay quiet and say, alright, yeah man, that just water off of one duck's back. You just roll off. No effect whatsoever. Bro, you're a lawyer. Last time I checked, you are a lawyer. Doing back and forth and tit for tat in a one courtroom is the precedent of being a lawyer. Bro, this is politics. So you mean you're not answer back in an election season? Bro, come give the people some excitement, brother. And make some press headlines, because right now Dr. Wellington is leading. If you never notice, when it comes to the media coverage and shock value, she is leading. When it comes to current popularity, she is leading you. So you can't stay there and go on like you're shy and reserved, like you're introverted. This is politics. You better be outspoken and extroverted. Boy, you know what, respond like it is beneath you to respond. Brother, who you talk say? Yo, Dr. Wellington, clout him again. Can I come like if you got to say politics in my player? What know where the politics for if you don't want to play the game of politics? We just say. In
my own sort of St. Elizabeth, when we came to government, there were no water trucks. So even when we had times of drought, the NIC never had the capacity to even do trucking. Now the NIC has 4 water trucks, in fact 5 water trucks that are operational now. And we've expanded irrigation network into places like Downs Valley, into places like Short Hill. We're now on the cusp of the PJ Plains irrigation scheme, having already done the feasibility study, having already done the cadastral mapping, having already done the surveys, and the Prime Minister will take steps to break ground for PJ Plains next week Friday. So again, I think fundamentally the work will always speak more than what can be seen as just political banter and chat.
To be fair, balanced, and honest, you have to give Floyd Green some credit, because I have actually seen them run pipe to give people running water in a den yard. Yeah man, big NWC irrigation to make sure the water are going to people's yard. If you know anything about the breadbasket parish of St. Elizabeth, their widely usage of water tanks. Places like Santa Cruz have running water in a pipe in a people's yard. But outside of Santa, based on my limited knowledge of St. Elizabeth, the rest of it don't have running water in a people's yard. And me see man dig up road and run pipe underground and push pipe over people's yard to give them running water so they can have running water. Not just the traditional outdoor tank that has always been in St. Elizabeth. Me used to always ask myself, oh, you have Jamaica that is then said the land of food and water. Jamaica no short of water. How come St. Elizabeth never have no water for how much decades now? You see me always ask a question there. You understand? So you have to give Floyd Green credit on that major work. That I know nothing to look over. You understand? But some people don't say what Floyd Green do is nothing to write home about. Again, my unpopular opinion, but my original opinion nonetheless, is that Floyd Green, who is a lawyer in real life, he graduated from UWI with a law degree with honors. Yes, he graduated with honors within law degree. I don't think he should be the agriculture minister. None at all. He's not competent to be the agriculture minister. Not because he might born and grow and come from St. Elizabeth. That no mean nothing. You never go college, go study agricultural science. You don't have a bachelor's degree in agricultural science. You don't have a doctorate in agricultural science. Hence, you will always underperform miserably in that portfolio. This is why the country cannot effectively and efficiently move forward, because in the politics of democracy, it's just a popularity contest where anybody can get any portfolio. The same way you would never allow a barber to go around the steering wheel of a plane in the cockpit and fly you from Jamaica to Canada, because the barber is not a trained pilot, so he no qualify for even attempt to sit down in the seat of the pilot in the plane. It's the same thing. No one with a law degree should be the agricultural minister. It's just that simple. Who would you trust to get you safely from point A to point B in our airplane from Jamaica to Canada or to America? A trained pilot with years of experience, or your barber? You let me know. So it's not always the most qualified people get the portfolios, but the most popular. So democracy is just a glorified popularity contest. That's the major disadvantage of democracy. It's political demagoguery. So that's why you always hear me call out Tufton with his doctorate in business administration, and Favour Williams, where they did give the education ministry, and this woman have an extensive background in accounts and finance. She should have never been given the education ministry portfolio. So me not like and me not support them type of politics there. And them little things there, or them small little things there, I hold back the country in a major way. But most people don't see it. If me in a court all day, because maybe I work for a major law firm and me have tons of cases for me desk to deal with, when me go find time for go online and be up to date on the latest agricultural technologies and the latest agricultural innovation. That's not my field. That's not my area of expertise. So me now go have no time for study and be informed or well informed on the latest innovation in agriculture. No, me not have time to focus on that. I am a lawyer, me I go focus on when me go university for. You get it now? Don't make it go over on the head. But what do I know? I'm just a C student, back at the class, where we're not too bright and we're not too dunce.